my YouTube channel, and as you can see by the title, we're doing one of my favourite videos today, which is a full face of Drugstore makeup. I don't think I'm testing anything new in this video, but this is the overall look. We're going to be using Makeup Revolution, NYX, Lottie London, yada yada yada. You're going to see it all in a second, so without any further fannying around, let's jump in it. So I've already done this eye, clearly. You've already seen my makeup anyway, it's not a mystery. I'm going to use my L'Oreal concealer, More Than Concealer, to prime the old peak, or peeper. And then from the Tweedly palette, the first colour I'm going in with is Hey Guys, this like deepest, darkest brune. I'm going to put this in my crease, inner corner, outer corner, all the way around. Do the hokey cokey. The pigment in this palette is phenomenal. I was going to pick up a Makeup Revolution palette, and I was like, no, you always do that. And I'm so glad this is the one I picked, because it's just phenomenal. I'm just going to use my Clean Morphe M506 just to buff around the edges, just to soften it a wee pinch before I go in with the next shade. It just really helps for the blending process. Then I'm dipping into the shade Chickatarian, third from the left, which is a slight bit lighter than Hey Guys. Still on my Morphe M506. And I'm just gonna buff that around the edges. And you can notice I do take it underneath my eye pinch. That's just so I don't go too like wide and more circular. Then just taking a different clean fluffy brush, just swish all that around the edges as well. Such a quick look, really. Yeah, it is actually a really quick look. And then I'm taking this Morphe unnamed brush. It's just like not very dense, really fluffy though, and like skittery scattery, like it's not dense, so it's, I don't know how to describe it. And I'm picking up the shade Porky, which perfectly describes me. And I'm just going to go around the edges again. So this is all still looking a bit rough, but that's fine because I'm going to add my black now, and then we can go on and add more blending where needed. So it's called No Tea No Shade. It is black. It's a really good Drugstore black. And put this on my outer corner. And then I'm going to pick that up on my Morphe M506 as well, just a pinch, and I'm going to start popping it into my crease and blending out the black that I've already put on. And now that I've blended out that black a lot more, I'm going to go back in with Chickatarian, and I'm going to go around the edges just to make sure I've not got any harsh lines and that everything's looking good. And then a bit more of the shade Porky as well. Just on that much fluffier, less dense brush. Just around the edges. Start getting that really nice fade from lighter to darker. Or I should say darker to lighter really, shouldn't I? So I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think what I'm going to do is just throw on my cut crease really quickly off camera. I do it all the time. And then I'll be back and I will show you the cut crease. Didn't mean to say that. We'll move on to, you know, doing the gold part. So yeah, I need to stop like pulling my face back because I just reveal my double chin that I usually keep hidden under there. 2 seconds. Okay, cut crease. Check. The first shade I'm going in with is 1M, just here. And I'm using these shades dry, but on top of wet concealer. And I think they're really impressive. Like that has really nice pigmentation. Just have to build it up a pinch. Honestly, I just can't be bothered reaching for my setting spray drawer. I don't know why I'm being so lazy, but there we are. And then I'm going to use the shade beside it called Cocolina. Cocolina. Just sounded cooler. I'm just going to put that beside the gold. And then I'm just going to use like a little bit of Chickaterian and then a little bit of the black just to blend this outside corner. And I think I need that Chickaterian just beside the like copper, and then I'll go in with more black just so that the outer corner is the deepest part. How often do I say that? There we go. Now it's time to add the glitter. The glitter we're using is also Lottie London and the Tweely, and this is the Diamond Dips in the shade. So Instagrammable. This is what it looks like here. I tend to just keep that little metal bit, just to stop it drying up, basically. And we are going to use a tiny little nail art brush, which is eeny, meeny, miny, absolutely tiny, and just paint it on over the gold at the very like top of the cut. I'll do it and show you, it's easier than me describing it. So yeah, I'm not trying to do like a super thin line or anything, but I'm just not wanting it to cover everything that I've done. So once I've got it on, I'm gonna like start dragging it inwards and like downwards, just really gently. Like I said, don't want to cover everything, but do just want that hint of sparkle, you know. And what is a Makemeupmissa video without glitter? There we are. I like it. I think it looks good. Don't usually do bronze, goldy, smoky eyes, but here we are. That was beautiful. So I'm going to throw on my lash. My lash is my favourite lash, which is Pinky Goat Nura. Just trying to shut the box to make it look pretty here to show you. Really spiky, really lovely. High end of Drugstore, but they are Drugstore lashes. And then we'll move on to face. I'm going to try out my e.l.f. primer again. This is the Poreless Putty Primer because I've only used it once in Universal Sheer. Didn't realise I had a sticker. Yeah, I've only used it once, so I want to give it another go to see what I think about it. I was watching Raw Beauty Christie's latest video where she puts on loads of makeup and talks about cats, and she said she used a Tatcha one and she was like, oh, it feels like a really firm moisturizer, and that's what this feels like as well. I'm just going to give this a few minutes to settle into my skin, about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be back and we will move on to putting on foundation. So for foundation, we're going to use the Makeup Revolution matte base. This is shade F5. I was going to use, well, to be honest, I have 1,000 drugstore ones to use, but I'm pretty sure I've only used this once on camera, but I really like it, so this is the one we're going to use. Pinch dark, but I've got a high neck jumper on, I'll just take it down my neck. I can link my video of my first impression on this, because I do like close-ups and all of that jazz as well, so you can see it really in action on my skin. Because I have done all that, I won't like do all the super close-ups and that in this video. But if you like matte coverage, if you like full coverage, you're gonna like this foundation. It is real nice. I like it a lot. It's a really nice summer evening, so if you can hear a lot of birds and also neighbours chatting outside my window, that's why. So that is it over my whole face. It's so beautiful. And is it a fiver? It's like a fiver. I think it's a fiver. It's so beautiful. You do only get 28 mils. Just give us the extra 2 mils, Makeup Revolution. Come on. Come on. Come on. For concealer, I'm going to go with another e.l.f. one, the 16-hour Camo Concealer. This is in Light Sand, which is the darkest shade I've got, which is still pretty pale, but it's what we've got. We're going to work with it. I look really pale right now, but I mean, this shade is literally too dark for me. I took it all the way down my neck. I'm not proving my point, but it's too dark. Just gonna put it there because I've got pretty much full coverage everywhere else. I would say this is a really strong medium coverage. It's not quite full, like when I compare it to Tarte Shape Tape, it's not quite as full, but it is still like a really nice coverage. Just going to use the matching powder to the foundation to set it. This is shade P3, so it's a little bit lighter, but it's fine. I'm just going to use it pretty sheerly over my face, and I'm not going to bother baking, honestly, because I just cannot be bothered. It's also a really matte foundation, so you don't necessarily need to set it, but I always feel like powder just gives you a lot more security with your makeup if you want it to last any length of time anyway, so that's why I will always set my face if I've got like an event or something, or anything, if I'm going to shops, if I'm sitting at home just putting makeup on for fun. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Opalescent, because this is a matte finish foundation. I've just gone in with a matte finish powder. So I want to keep a bit of brightness throughout my skin. I will add highlighter later, oops. But this is like a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish kind of dupe. It's also almost like a ambient lighting dupe by Hourglass. In terms of it just gives your skin like a sheen, but it's not glittery and it's not like a total highlighter. Just gonna use that same brush. Just kind of sweep it all over. Just adds that nice luminosity without being like putting highlighter all over your face, you know? My next video needs to be a powder, concealer, setting spray declutter, because they are out of control. although it doesn't sound like a very fun video. I don't know. I don't think I've used this very much on camera, so we'll try this today. It's the Revolution Bronzer Reloaded. This is in the shade Holiday Romance. I've definitely used it once on camera, I think. But if not, then this is a bronzer by Makeup Revolution. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. It is really quite pale, but I think it'll show up on my skin. If not, I'll mix it with the shade Long Weekend, because they're quite different in tone. This is really nice. It's really like super, what do you say, smooth, finely milled, even though it's not loose. It's just going on the skin really, really beautifully. It's really reminding me of Hula Light, which I really, really love. But it's definitely not Drugstore. It is still quite like pale on me, but it's quite a natural paleness. But you know me, I'd usually definitely going to go in with a bit of Holiday Romance just to deepen it up a bit, just because I think with these like bronzed eyes, it's quite nice to have like more of a bronzed skin. That skin finish that I used is so beautiful. Like when I'm looking really close up in my mirror, it's just gorgeous. That was a 5 or 2. Nice. Nice. I like these. I like these a lot. Really went on so smoothly on top of my base. Like everything looks so blended. I love this because whenever I say this on camera, I'm like, oh my goodness, everything looks so good. And then when I go to edit the video, I'm like, wow, Melissa, you didn't notice that big patch of like mold on the side of your face, you know? Always happens. Oh, do you know what? I do have a new contouring product actually. This is a Profusion Highlight and Contour 6 color highlight and contour palette. I just got this in the post the other day. They sent it to me. It's also got this highlighter which looks intense. Might use that, might not. I'm going to use Light Sculpt just to sculpt my nose and my cheekbones. This is my first time trying this palette, but I do generally really like Profusion powders. They just seem to get them right. I'm also finding that contouring after I've bronzed means I put on way less contour, and I think that's the way I really need to go in future. Because I'll almost like bronze up my face with my contour, and then I'm like, I'm only supposed to contour. But when I just put it on after bronzer, I am finding I just use a lot less in general. Am I keeping it too natural? Perhaps I am. Gonna go in with a favourite highlighter. This is Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Blossom Glow. It's very beautiful. Also, it's like £3.50. It just looks like a wet sheen. It's so beautiful. I just love it. I always have, ever since I first tried it. I remember the first one I bought was Precious Petals, I think is what it's called. And it was way too dark, and I was like, And then I got this one, and wow. She's beautiful. So far, I feel really natural. Is that weird? Like I just feel like I'm not doing super dramatic. I mean, it doesn't look super dramatic, does it? Does it? I don't think it does. I think this looks really natural for moi. Okay, blush. Let's try this because I've not tried it before. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Blush Paint. And which one will I use? I think I'll mix these two shades together. This one's slightly more peachy and this is more pink, corally pink. Yeah, I'll mix these two together. So I just drew like black and brown under my eye and then went in with a little bit of gold glitter because glitter is fun. Let me just put on my mascara and we'll finish off the lips. My brain's telling me red because that would go with this look, but my body is telling me pink because it's not red. Let's go pink. This is, sorry, NYX High Voltage lipstick in the shade 03. Do they even still make these anymore? Or is this really old? Let me Google it. Yes, they do still make these. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this because I think it'll look a little bit different to just a standard red or nude. I got this in TK Maxx for like 49p. I was delighted. What a lovely formula that has. It's so sheeny, so smooth and glidey. I like it. I'm gonna clean up my lip line, throw on some earrings. We'll be done. Donezo, just like that. 2 seconds. While I catch up on bones. So this, my friends, is the finished look. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Ba, ba, ba. I really need to just be not me on camera and everything will be fine. I really like how this makeup look came out. Like, put a red lip on, put a nude lip on, put like a vampy lip on. Any lip would go with this eye because it's not super intense. But it's like there, you know, it's present, it's in the moment. And I'm kind of liking it. It was also very fast and very easy, so that always ticks boxes when it is like 12 o'clock at night. Keep getting this lipstick on my teeth, which always happens when I wear like satin finish lipsticks. But apart from that, very, very happy with every product I used. Would highly recommend this palette. It's now in like Primark stores or Pretty Little Thing or ASOS, Feel Unique, that kind of thing. I'll link it all down below anyway, but yeah, it's very inexpensive but very, very good. And like I said, the jewel tones in it are incredible as well. Like the blue and the green are stunning. So I think that's all for me today. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below. I reply to all my comments and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Yeah, look. Lipstick on my teeth.